Right. Hi, I'm Arlen, pint-sized punk, here with Crows to talk about their new album, Reason Enough. How you doing?
Real good. Everything's
Pretty
great for
good.
me.
Pretty good.
Yeah. Right.
Excited.
Yeah, so am I. Right. What music were you into when you were 14 like me?
We've had this question come up quite a lot in these interviews we've been doing, and it's usually quite embarrassing. I always say it's like really heavy music, like Machine Head was my first gig, but then I remember like bands like Green Day really like made me want to play guitar and stuff like that. And Steve was always really cool, and I'm like, well, yeah, I wasn't as cool, Steve, but yeah, it was bands like Machine Head, Slipknot.
Still aren't.
That's true. Yeah, me it was Slipknot, Korn, Green Day, all those like new metal bands, Limp Bizkit. I loved all that stuff when I was 14. That was
Yeah.
my stuff.
Mm. How would you explain
Yeah, I was this. Sorry, I was listening. I was listening to
Let
like
Steve tell me. Let
similar
Steve
stuff
tell
to
you how
that,
much
but
cooler he
also
was than I was.
but better stuff as well. I was listening to cooler stuff than that. I was starting to get into like punk music by that point, and yeah. But anyway, let's move on.
Right. How would you explain the album to an Ed Sheeran fan?
You probably won't like it.
Yeah, that's good. I'll do that.
Right. If you could sneak back into the studio and change one thing without the others knowing, what would it be?
I'd take all the guitar off.
Yeah, like I wouldn't notice. One thing I'd change. I don't know. Actually, that's a good question. I'd
I'd
go
put.
back.
Actually, no, I'd put another song on there that didn't make it on there that I think should have made it on there.
Yeah.
What one was
That's my
that?
one. That sad one that me and Jit wrote.
Too
I did.
sad. Too.
It was really
Too.
sad, but it would have been a good. It would have been a good ender, and it didn't make it on the albums. But that's what I would change. Add another track.
Yeah. Right.
Sorry, I just took my out because they're sounding really weird.
Right. If the album was a child of two other artists, who would they be?
Sorry, say again. That you cut out a sec. Say again.
If the album was a child of two other artists, who would they be?
Mm,
That's a good question. Interpol would probably be one because people keep saying we're ripping them off all the time,
yeah.
which is kind of true. And then I don't know. Who else would you say?
I mean, I'm going to say editors because everyone keeps telling us it sounds like editors. So yeah, Interpol and editors.
So, there you go.
Right. If money was no object, what merch would you make?
Oh God, he's going to go off on a tangent on this one.
Ooh. What are those called? What are the grills? Grills, like gold grills. It's have like crows and diamante on the front.
That's
Yeah.
actually
That's bowler. That's cool.
some kind of crow vehicle as a merch, like some kind of like electric scooter, but not as lame. Like it's got to have like some kind of like edge to it.
I thought you were going to say like a Hummer.
Well, let's not go fully mental, but yeah,
A stretch Hummer. There you go.
stretch Hummer, yeah, with a different base on each door.
What song are you most looking forward to people hearing?
Probably living on my knees. I think.
Yeah. Yeah. Same.
When we've like friends that we've sent the record to have all kind of seemed to lean towards that one as one that they're all like, yeah, this one's great. But then it's like, I mean, there's a few others as well. Every day of every year as well. I'm quite excited for people to hear.
Have
Like
you heard it yet, Arlo? Has anyone sent it to you yet?
No, I don't know.
I thought Emmy would have sent it to you. We'll send it to you after this so you can get a sneak preview for everyone else.
Awesome, yeah.
One of my cats was scratching the sofa. I'm just trying to get him up.
All right. What's the best song on the album?
Ooh, best song.
Mm.
I don't know really about best song. I mean, I've got favorites, but I'm not sure about best. But yeah, "Living on My Knees" is my favorite one on the record.
I think probably Revision of Me maybe is mine.
Right. What's the worst song on the album?
Bored.
All of them. There's one that we were kind of like, I can't remember what it's called now. "Lie to Me." We were torn about actually putting on or not in the end.
Oh yeah, you'll hate "Lie to Me." I really like "Lie to Me," but everyone else hates it.
I don't hate it. It's Sam that hates it the most.
Sam hates it.
Sam's really anti it. But
yeah,
I quite liked it. I like the demo better than the recording though. I think the demo sounded quite like mean, and the recording's not.
I'm real sad in that song. It's real sad.
Who's been the MVP on the album?
Who's been the MVP? Me. Come on.
I can't even lie. Yeah, it's probably Steve. I was going to be like me, but it's definitely not me. It's Steve. As always, Steve.
Maybe Jitty with his mental keys that he put on most songs that didn't make it on most songs as well.
Yeah, Gia probably put a lot of work into it that didn't get used, but he was invaluable for sure.
Yeah. Right. When are we getting more stuff from Dudezilla?
I've just moved and I'm in my new house now, and there's a big shed out the back that I need to clear out of loads of stuff. But once I've done that, I've decided I'm going to get a drum kit again, and I'm going to try and maybe that'll be the time we can start rehearsing in my shed out the back.
Yeah, when this album tanks
we can reform.
When this album tanks and goes to doesn't even make the charts, then we'll know it's time to stop doing this and go back to what is the real music.
Do you want to quickly explain what Dudezilla is for people who don't know?
Dudezilla was mine and Steve's band before Crows, where Steve played drums and I played guitar and sang. And it was rocking, real thrashy punk. And we would just get really we would smoke weed and write lyrics back when me and Steve smoked weed. And it was mainly lyrics that made no sense or were quotes from Futurama.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was a formula.
Other films that we were watching at that time and stuff, lots of like little weird quotes from like stuff like 40-Year-Old Virgin and just a bit silly, but it was
right. What's next for Crows?
Tour.
Oh yeah,
tour. Then don't know.
More touring, festivals,
make another album. That's what it's supposed to do, right?
Right, yeah. Thank you so much for talking to me. By Reason Enough should be out now when this comes out. Yeah, right, thanks. Bye.
By Reason Enough. List of pint-sized punk.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah.